They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. Revenge is served cold. I just hope they making oxtail. Not fresh out the box. I swear it got that new car. They must in the world of man shoe was designed fast for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous. I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he around here spin shell. same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the Most High. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive me. But I'm starting to think the kingdom, man. It's for the kids. I told my daughters, woman in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that door, but lost niggas to the feds. But John don't try to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endure to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I need to tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig. I
seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Fuck what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a fuck what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm really no man, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm strapped in a pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, put through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she got to be listening. Respect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' a different breed of black man. We don't do the bad thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We sticking up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one rest, one break. I will never take up as a place. When the law with your ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit. We want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated
unaffiliated with them. Like who they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. We unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in the wicked. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' scratch them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the Glock with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for kill. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with snitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like who they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit.
Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK under Commander General Hunter. Started out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York in 1969. This is the Wednesday night ISUPK Nashville Law class, and I am priest and officers of Bach Yasha Rollins. And here in the ISUPK, like we have just said before, we are home of the truth. We are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the face of this earth. We're not affiliated with Islam. We're not affiliated with Egyptology, Scientology. We're not affiliated with Moors. We're not affiliated with Jehovah's Witness. I can't even really think. It's hey, we are the ISUPK home of the truth.
That's right.
We are the ISUPK home of the truth. And if it's not of the ISUPK, then it's watered down until it's nothing. And my topic for tonight, I'll be talking about Israelites. You are the salt of the earth. We are the baddest people that ever existed on the face of this earth. We are, it's nobody like us. And when I say it's nobody like us, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. But check this out. Hey, to everybody that tune into the class, Shalom, Lord of Christ,
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, hit the like button, share, subscribe. If y'all have any questions, put them in the chat or in the comments. Put them in the chat. Your questions will get answered. But yeah, back to what I was saying. We are the baddest people. I'm talking about. It's no other nation like the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. I mean, even in the midst of our oppression, even in the midst of doing slavery, everything we do, we make it look good.
That's right.
Everything we do, we make it look good. I don't care if we cutting grass. I don't care if a sister is hanging out clothes. She might pop the clothes, spin around, and we make everything look good. It's nobody like us. But everybody want to be us. And I always have said this here. Everybody want to be black until the cops come. Then when the cops come, then you'll see them go right back to who they really are. But we as a nation of people, set aside from how good we look, imagine we would look even better if we came and served the Most High according to how He say serve Him. Imagine how we would look. Imagine how that would look. I'm talking about a whole nation of people serving the Most High. But for the ones that are not in the ISUBK and the Commander General Hunter, you have to imagine how you really look outside of how we look at you. You have to imagine how you really look. You have to imagine how you really look when you're talking about you living a worldly life. Because just like here in the ISUBK, our friends and family, they look at us funny. They look at us like we in a cult, we this, we that, and we tell them, man, yeah, we in a cult, man. This is our culture. A lot of things that we tell them, they don't get it. But slowly but surely, they are starting to wake up. It's not waking it up like how we would want them to wake up. They are not waking it up like that. But as far as waking it up, they starting to come to the hearing of this truth.
Right.
They are starting to. I mean, a lot of them might not want to admit it, but they are starting to. And it's the Most High that is really letting this truth stay afloat the way it's supposed to. And you have to really thank John for what he had done for this truth, how he had kept this truth alive, how he have not laid down nothing, how he has taught to come and serve the Most High, how he has taught to keep the high holy days. Just like with the sun going down, we have just got finished keeping the Feast of Atonement.
Yes.
Salak, yes, the Day of Atonement. It was kind of rough. It was kind of rough, but you know, yeah, yeah, right. I'm wide. You're right. It's one west after the rest. But the Day of Atonement is it's a beautiful thing because if you strengthen your heart, imagine how the rest of your body would be. Imagine how the rest of your body would be. That's why it is very important to keep the high holy days of the Most High. Because by you keeping the Day of Atonement and you afflicting your spirit, you're afflicting your soul, you know, you can go to the Most High. You can go to the Most High because the Most High really, really knows your heart. He really will understand to whereas nobody else will understand. But you can't go to the Most High and you talking about you doing this, and then next thing you know, you celebrating trunk or treat. You talking about you got a little cousin that you and him cool, but he younger than you, and you talking about trunk or treat and all that. It's can't have one foot in and one foot out. Salak Israel. But I'm I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna say this here. And it might sound crazy. Hey, you get it. And it might sound crazy. When I say we are the salt of the earth, even in the midst of turmoil, even in the midst of doing wicked, we make all of that look good. We make all of that look good, which is not something that, you should brag about, boast about, anything of that nature. But we we make it look good. We make it look good. But you have to say to yourself, man, when the Most High made us, he broke the mold. He broke the mold. Yeah, Cody, go ahead.
It's like what you were saying about you can't have your foot 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That was so heavy. I wanted to see if I can pull the precept for that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, 3:3-16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Yeah, and the Most High will do that. The Most High will do that because, like I said, you can't call yourself you a child of God and you doing worldly things. That's not going to work with the Most High. The Most High even said it best. He said, "You honor me with your mouth and your lips, but your heart is far from me." Meaning this right here. This is your heart. But Christianity, Christianity hasn't broken us down like to the, especially for the ones that call themselves uh, full blown Christian, whatever that the F that is. Uh, but have you thinking that, like I say, Christianity have you thinking you can do just about anything as long as you just being accepted by the people that you are sitting around in these Christian churches. In these Christian churches, they forget that there's a God that records everything that we do.
Right.
Record everything, even down to your thoughts being recorded. So, when Christ said this here, uh, I'm kind of paraphrasing what I'm about to say. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity, for I never knew you. And it's going to be a lot of people, I'm talking about from all nations, that think that they are going to come and serve the Most High. Think that they're going to they think they are the elect. I mean, here, last month, like on the 22nd, there was some clips being showed with people talking about the rapture. Man, it's crazy. People were talking about the rapture. People had that gave up, like houses, cars, money. And now y'all sitting like, yo, man, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. But, you know, in Proverbs it say, as a dog returns back to his vomit, so a fool will return back to his foolishness. It's no way in hell that you think that the rapture, like you just gonna bypass judgment and be taken up into so-called heaven. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so foolish for them to think that to believe somebody saying that the rapture gonna come on this day when the Lord said that, when Christ said that no man know the time up, no hour.
Yeah.
So how can you say that it's coming on a certain day?
Yeah. Yeah. Christ, Yahweh Shai, who the world's called, Jesus Christ, he said that no man knoweth, no man knoweth nothing but the Father. So it's nowhere in the Bible that you will hear or read for yourself when it's Christ returning. But all that is a money scam. That's a money scheme. That's all that is. I'm gonna tell you something that sounds good. I'm gonna tell you something that sounds good. I'm gonna make it feel good to you. I'm gonna make it feel good to you because whatever I have to do to get this money out of you, I am going to get it. This is what scammers do. They nice at their performance. And I always say this: you can't knock the hustle. You can't knock the hustle. Hmm. Yeah, they always do say the Lord knows my heart. They always do. Yeah.
Some years ago, when it was like the world gonna come to an end, and everybody was going on and waiting, the world didn't come to an end then, so what make you think that we're gonna be beamed up now? So that by them still repeating the same thing when it happened the first time, and previous times they done so-called predicted something happening and it never happened. So that's just crazy for them to believe that.
All that is, like I said, all that is a scam. You know, if I could tell you something that sounds good, and you know what's crazy? People, people will get locked up for running scams, but I never heard of a church being closed down because of a scam. They locked the white boy Bernie Madoff for a Ponzi scheme. He scammed people out of uh, life insurance, disability, 401k plans. It's no different than you have some people that have been sat in church and gave up their life earnings, have gave up their life earnings. You got people that sit in church on wishful thinking, gave up all their money, and only thing they could do was just keep going back and forth like something really gonna happen. And nothing has, I mean, something did happen, they ended up broke. But you never heard nobody being locked up uh, for running a scam.
Right.
But you got to think about who's behind this. You got to think about who's behind these churches, though. White supremacy. The same people that behind these churches are the same people that own these banks. Same people that is in Job 9:24 when they say the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. But in the midst of all of that, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, First Nation people, we still, we still look good in the midst of our oppression, in the midst of our turmoil. We look good in everything we do. I'm talking about if you have a sister. Let me say this here, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it like this to where y'all can understand it. Before you do anything about the truth, remember how Big Mama used to be in the kitchen cooking?
Right.
Big Mama got gospel music going on, and even if Big Mama ain't had no gospel music going on, we gonna say Big Mama might have a little R&B and she cut a little two-step but the whole time, Big Mama got the whole house. I'm talking about smelling good off of what Big Mama was cooking and Big Mama was enjoying herself. But we are people that we are happy people. We know how to make the best out of anything. We I mean, you have people that love to be around us, people that love to mimic our way of living. They mimic our way of living. We'll take anything and make it look good. We make it look good. And when I say we make it look good, I haven't seen homeless people decorate cardboard boxes on sidewalks. I'm talking like it's nobody like us on the face of this earth. There's nobody like us on the face of the earth. But for our Israelite brothers and sisters that are not in the truth, that are not in the truth, they still look good. And I'm gonna say this, they look good like going to work, not getting in no trouble. Even though they are lost, they make it look good by going to work, hanging out with their kids, trying to be community activists, trying to do this, trying to do that. They even make a bad situation look good. They would even make a bad situation look good. But here in the ISUBK and the Commander General Hunter, we know what it is that makes us look good. And that's serving the Most High. That's doing the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Of course, we don't look good to the worldly eye. But when they talk bad of you, like Christ said, if they hate you, know that they hated me first. You're gonna be frowned upon. You're gonna be looked upon different. They not gonna like you. When you really serving the Most High, they not gonna like it. And I'm talking about family. Especially if you in the ISUPK, what? Man, your family gonna cut ties with you like as if they found out that you test positive on that test. They're gonna cut ties with you quick. But you have to come to the realization of this here. Man, I gotta do what's right in the sight of the Most High. I can't keep doing the things that you're doing. Because if I keep doing the things that you're doing, I'm gonna keep getting the things that we've been getting all along, which is nothing. Which is nothing. People love sin. People love it. They have done embrace it because they've been doing it for so long. They really don't want to come up out of it. But a lot of times when the Most High is not dealing with you, that's a scary thing. That's a scary thing when you really can't come to the realization of, like, yo, I need to stop what I'm doing. And then, a lot of people that's in the world, especially Israelites, they like to tell us or the ones that is in the ISUBK and the Community Jimmy Hunter that we are brainwashed. But you have to tell them, man, somebody need to wash your brain. Really and truly, somebody really need to wash your brain. And so that way that you can wake up. That way that you can wake up. Let me see what this is. They're not gonna do right because they think it's a joke. No. This is not what you look to do. Hey, you right. You have some people that do say that like I'm not ready to serve God. I'm not, but I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna do it one day. But in the scripture it says that your life is that of a vapor. You ever seen somebody smoke a cigarette and when they blow the smoke out, the smoke will just linger and then all of a sudden it just disappears? That's what your life is. That's what your life is. And yes, it's reincarnation, but it's not that you're gonna come back like an animal or nothing like that. You're gonna come back just like how you left. Because if you was out here BSing, when you come back, you're gonna come back where you left off from. Yeah, go ahead.
That's I was listening to the brother the other day. I forget what class I was listening to, but they was I think it was in Delaware, but they were saying who was it? I think it was not, and he was saying talking about how you can be here 1 minute and then you live in life and you think you're doing good or whatever, and then you go out there and next thing got smacked by a bus, boom, now you gone.
Yeah,
Like I said, sure.
I have been seeing people in my time of living and going from this place to that place. I haven't seen people, I'm talking about, be in the best shape run 5-6 miles like it's nothing. Do that before they even go to work. They say, heart attack, dead. But you have to say to yourself, I mean, when you come into this truth and you know about reincarnation, you have to say to yourself, man, what did that person do in the last life that it just caught up with them in this one? And I had said this to myself. I said, yo, I said, I know I was in the truth in my last life. I just was BSing. I just was BSing. But I'm here now. I'm here now. And I serve the Most High wholeheartedly. As you know, I fear the Most High. I'm scared. And I can't speak for nobody else. I'm scared of what the Most High do. I am scared of what the Most High would do. Like, you really have to get right with the Most High. And a lot of people, we have been taught, and I'm gonna say Israelites, God's chosen people, especially for the ones that are not in the ISUBK and Commander General Hunter. We have been taught by Christianity. Christianity will scare you through their doctrine, not taking you into the Bible. They will scare you in a way that it's enough to make you keep coming back, man. You keep coming back, man. You keep coming back. And then next thing you know, you like this here. You put money in this plate. You put money in this plate, but you're not really getting uh you're not really getting the milk and going from the milk to the meat of the Bible. If that makes sense to you. You're not really growing in Christianity. I haven't seen so many people come up against Captain Tazariak and be on debate and he be body bagging them. I'm talking about something as simple as show me in the Bible where God loves everybody. And they'll run right to John 3:16. And when he get finished breaking it down, he'll be like this right here. You have to show, but this is the part they don't get. Show me where God loves everybody. And now it turns into they trying to argue, they trying to, get him off of his way of thinking, trying to argue. But Cap, he's so cool, laid back till he just, they'll talk around. Now they be coming at him, trying to get him talking about how God and Christ is the same person. And he'll tell them if Christ has a God, then how can they be the same? How can they be the same? And
It's just God on earth and body.
I done seen him, I'm talking like body bag, like countless people. But this goes to show you how, once again, we the salt of the earth. This goes to show you how the Most High is with us. Like, what people fail to realize that the ISUBK has been established since 1969. Since 1969. No flaws, no nothing, no nothing. What you see that goes on in Christianity, we would never hear that in the ISUBK under Commander General. We would never. Christianity done had so many, they done had so many hiccups and setbacks. But once again, it goes to show you white supremacy has a hand in it. White supremacy has a hand in it. But here in ISUBK, the Commander General Hunter, we move around that. We move around that because we know who we are. The Bible is our records. The Bible is our constitution. The Bible never was or has been a religious book. It is a history book, a constitution. So it's no way that you're gonna get any religious thing out of the Bible. It talks about history, our history. And when I say our history, I'm talking about the 12 tribes that makes up the nation of Israel. Talking about the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. But I'm gonna show you, we're gonna dive off in this Bible and we're gonna touch on a few things to show you that how we are the salt of the earth and how this is our book and the benefits of being the salt of the earth. And with all things, man, you have to prove things. Most I say you have to prove things. Let me get First Thessalonian 5 and verse 21. So a lot of people tell you this and that and the third, but don't have nothing to back up what they're saying. Like I always said, and I'll be laughing with this because I don't walk around with a stat book. But if I ever tell you that I can play basketball and I don't have nothing to show, what am I saying? Like how them little YNs be like, yo, he ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't talk on that. But when it comes down to the things of the Bible, we teach the word of the Most High. We don't go off of how we feel, what it should be like. We give you the words of the Most High with precepts.
Right.
And we just break it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, being the salt of the earth, how are we the salt of the earth? We're going to break this down. We're going to break this down and we're going to tell you how we the salt of the earth. We're going to tell you how we are the salt of the earth according to what the Most High God said. And who are the salt of the earth? That's another good question. Who are the salt of the earth? So we're going to show you. We're going to get into that. You got that?
Yes. Okay. First Thessalonians, chapter 5, and verse 21. Prove all things.
Yeah, that's it. Prove all things. Prove all things. Not some, not just a few. We are going to prove all things. We are going to prove all things. Because if you listen to society will have you thinking that when it comes to the Bible, that the Bible is talking to everybody, that the Bible is written to everybody. But then when you start going and diving into it, and you start breaking and coming out with precepts, this and that and the third, then it'll go from how the Bible wasn't written to everybody to now people can be grafted in. Oh, this and that. Like, come on, stop. But we're gonna go into some more. Let me get 2 Samuel chapter 7, and we're gonna start at verse 23. Because once you start, like from Genesis to Revelation, it talks about Israelites. Yes, it talks about other nations, but it go more into depth with Israelites. Tells you the things that is of Israelites was for Israelites. And this gives a way of living, how to deal with the government, how to deal with your kids, how to deal with your neighbors. And when I say your neighbors, I'm talking about other Israelites. Tells you how to deal with brothers and sisters, things of that nature. You can read that when you're ready.
Okay. 2 Samuel 7 and 23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel.
Like who?
Like Israel.
No, everybody else.
Like Israel.
Like the so-called white man.
Like Israel.
Chinese man.
Like Israel.
Japan.
like Israel,
All right, continue.
whom God went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and
Terrible.
and terrible, like for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
God has chosen Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, for people that is of God's chosen people that are not in the ISUBK. If they were to hear this, they would be like, what about these other people? They would be like, what about these other nations? When it clearly states that thy people, even like Israel, and he chose us unto himself. It ain't no different than you having a favorite pair of jeans. You got a favorite shirt, favorite pair of sneakers. It's no different. You know, even when it comes down to your kids, and y'all have to understand this. Even when it comes down to your kids, you might have a favorite kid. That don't mean you don't love your other kids. You just probably got that one that you more in tune with, but you are not neglecting your other kids. And there's nothing wrong with the Most High choosing a nation. Who knows more than the Most High? You mean to tell me that the Most High can't do that? When we as people here on earth, we'll choose a favorite cologne, perfume. We'll choose like I say, t-shirt, blouse, pair of sneakers. Even though it's a variety of them, we still would choose one. Let me get verse 24.
Okay. Verse 24. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. And thou, Lord, art become thy God.
Their God.
Yeah. Art become their God.
So you see, not only did the Most High choose Israel, not only did the Most High choose Israelites to be a people unto himself, he said forever. And guess what? There's no expiration date on forever. It is no expiration date on forever. And he said, and he said, and he has became our God. So how can a person sit and say that God loves everybody? There's no way. After you go in here and you start reading these precepts, you start getting these scriptures and you start breaking these scriptures down. And we reading it word for word. I didn't add to this, I didn't take away. Only thing I said, there's no expiration date on forever. The Most High said he has become our God. There's no getting around it. It's no getting around it. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. There's no getting around it. So you can't sit and say that the Most High has love for other people. Because if he did, the Most High would have stated it in his words. Like I said, from Genesis to Revelation, the Most High is only talking to Israelites. Do he mention other nations in the Bible? Of course he do. But these other nations are not getting what the Most High has for Israelites. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people.
Right.
They are not getting it. They are not. Even though we were a stiff-necked people, even though we rebelled against the Most High, but now we are coming back and we are serving the Most High the way he said serve him. I thank the Most High for putting his spirit on Commander General Hunt, for keeping this truth going. For keeping this truth going. You got that?
Okay.
All right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So now a person can hear this and they'll say to themselves, who is the Most High talking to? Because it don't specifically say that it is Israel. It don't specifically say that it's Israelites. Only thing it said that a chosen people. So now you have to get more into depth and see that who is this people that was chosen that is above all people.
Right.
So there's no equality here because the Most High have placed a certain sect of people, a nation above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And that's the beauty of it, though. But here in the ICBK and the Commander General, we know who is the salt of this earth. We know who is the salt of this earth. But I'm going to go, before I go more into depth about who is the salt of the earth, let's get this chosen people. Let's see who this chosen people is. Let me get First Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 13. Let's see who is this people that is chosen by the Most High. Chapter 16 and verse 13. Let's see who the Most High chose. Let's see who the Most High chose, because the Most High did not choose everybody, because you can't say that he chose everybody. This is not, this debunks that being grafted in. This debunks that you're talking about Gentiles. Because he have chosen a people to be special unto him above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So now we're going to give you what it is to be the salt of the earth. You can read that whenever you have it.
This is the book of First Chronicles 16 and 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
Okay, we got Israel. We got Israel, the children of Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons, which make up the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. So now this ties into Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. So now you know that God's chosen people are Israelites. It is no way that you could go in here and talk about this being grafted in, talking about Gentile, this and that and third, because we have a breakdown for all of that too. We have a breakdown for all of that. Because if the Most High was talking, because look at Deuteronomy 7 and 6, a people that was chosen above all people, it's kind of hard to get around.
Right.
That's kind of hard to get around. You can't put grafted into that. You can't go and try to change words that the Most High already said and come back behind that and try to fit something into that. You can't. But then when you look at the salt of the earth, like it's nobody that play basketball like us. We dominate. God's chosen people, so-called Black, Hispanics, First Nation people, we dominate in everything that has ever been implemented on the face of this earth. We dominate. Don't know, you don't dance like us, you don't walk like us, you don't talk like us, you don't dress like us, damn sure don't look like us. I mean, even down to the little kids, they excel in everything they do. They excel in everything they do. But you leave it up to white supremacy, they'll try to make it look like we are not who God made us to be. And even when you look at the like look at the makeup of Donald Trump, how you talking about he trying to do away with the pictures of slavery and this and that and the third. So you know he trying to wipe away with, and it's bad enough that we really don't get our history the way that we should get our history. But when you really want to know the truth and really get down into it, the only way you're going to get it is from the ISUBK and Commander General Hunter. You're not gonna get that in no school. You're not gonna get that in no church. You're not gonna get what you need to really know who you are and where you came from and what you're capable of. You're not gonna get that unless you come in his eyes. You became the commander junior high. Like I'm talking about the baddest people. Man, the way we talk, dude. I mean, it's amazing how you have to sit back and look at us as a people. Like for real. Even though you got some people that really don't like each other that are so-called Black, Hispanic, and First Nation people. But once you put aside your hatred and just see like how we carry ourselves, man, we make the best out of anything. We make the best out of anything. We make anything we got, what little bit we got, man, we make it look good. We make it look good. Like it's no getting around that. It is no getting around that. I mean, it's no getting around that. And a lot of people think that when we were talking about Israel, like we talking about like the people that has then inhabited our land. Nah, man. These people are culture vultures. And these people is nothing like us. These people have done taken our land and then put us off our land but we gonna go back and we gonna get our land. We are. Thus saith the Most High. And even that is in the scriptures. But let me get Exodus 9:1. And I'm going to show you some more of who we are. Why we are the salt of the earth. And why there is nobody like us on the face of this earth. We just kind of have to put our differences to the side. Yeah, we be mad at one another. We be mad at one another. But you know what? When you really take the time out and get past your differences, you have to look and say, man, yo, it's nobody like us. For real, it's nobody like us. It is nobody like us. But when you get that, you can read it.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, 9:1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, This saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me.
Our benefit being the salt of the earth, the Most High was with us way back then. But even when you look at the so-called Jewish man, he don't call himself a Hebrew because he know who he are. That's why he go by the name Jewish. And they try to hide our records, but now we know the truth. We know the truth, and we know who you are. We know who you are. We know that you the scum of this earth. Yes, it's no getting around that. We know that, you want to be us, y'all culture vultures, y'all want to steal our identity, y'all haven't tried this and that and the third, but we are the real Jews of this Bible. We are God's chosen people. Like, it's no way that the Jewish man could call himself a Jew. It's no way that the Jewish man could call himself a Hebrew. Like, y'all don't even speak the language. Y'all don't even look the part. You don't. The Most High has not chosen you to be a people unto him. The Most High did not. You had the Apocrypha.
Okay.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon and go to chapter 4 and start at verse 15. And it's a beautiful thing to be chosen. I'm talking, it's a good day thank God that you Black. Because we have a lot of benefits. We do. And I'm talking about we get benefits from the Most High. And it's nothing like that. Yeah, it might look bad. Yeah, it might look bad right now. It might look bad in the past, this, and that, and the third. But listen, when you serve the Most High according to the way He say you serve Him, you're gonna come up out of this. You're gonna come up out of this, and the reward gonna be great. Tell me what father don't reward his child for being obedient, for listening, for having discipline. A good father will do that. A good father will do that. You can read that whenever you got it.
This is the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and 13.
Salaki. Verse 15.
15, Salaki. This is the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and 15, out the Apocrypha. This the people saw and understood it not, neither laid they up this in their minds, that his grace and mercy is with his saints, and that he hath respect unto his chosen.
Yeah. So now these people that was watching, these people's that of a wicked nation, and they couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand how the Most High has chosen a people and how He had respect. You know, like I said, like you hear in Christianity that the Most High is not respected a person, but the Most High only had respect for Israel. He only had respect for Israel. So like, once again in Christianity, you will hear that the saints is everybody. And that is a lie. The saints are only Israelites. And here's the proof. Here is the proof. So now, if you were to ever hear they talking about the saints, you know, I'm gonna show you. It's Israelites. Go to Psalms 148 and you start at verse 14. Because I know when I say this here, I know a lot of y'all heard this song. Or when the Saints go marching in, I want to be in that number. You know, y'all, if you sat in a Christian church, you haven't heard that. You haven't heard that. You haven't heard that. Yeah, Yonder boy, you said thank you. I needed to hear that. A Yonder boy. But like I said, in Christianity, they have you thinking that the saints is everybody, which is not. You can read that whenever you get it.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, 148 and 14. He also
Exalted.
exalted the horn of his people,
Mhm.
the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. And people near unto him, praise ye the Lord.
So now you know who the saints are. Now you know that the saints are Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. And there's so many uh things that is a plus for God's chosen people. Like, I don't know nobody that can outdo the Most High. When the Most High made us, it's like He broke the mold. Like I said, I haven't been a lot of places and I haven't seen a lot of things, man. And I ain't never seen nobody that can outdo so-called blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Any situation you put us in, we're gonna make it look good. Even when you catch brothers that's being incarcerated, brothers make that look good, man. You let a brother wear his clothes and he locked up, he gonna look like he on the streets, even though he is still incarcerated. And you have some places that within the United States that you can dress out in your street clothes.
All right.
that you could dress out in your street clothes and you think you'll be like this, man. This nigga is still on the streets. Man, this nigga is on the streets. I'm talking about with a ball cap on and all that. Like nah, man. Oh, you can't be serious. But when I read Salaki, when the young man read in I think it's when he read in 2 Samuel chapter 7, when he got to the 24th verse, when the Most High said that he chose us and he was our God. I'm gonna give it to you again. Let me get Joel chapter 2 and go to verse 27. So you know, there's no way that you can get like some of the precepts that's in here, there's no way that you can get um being grafted in out of that. I mean but leave it up to Christianity and then have you thinking that you could be grafted in. Go ahead.
Like if I may, like the scripture say, who turned the truth of God into a lie.
Man, come on. Yeah, you're so right. Yes. And they have done that. And still doing it. Still doing it. They'll read like in Christianity, they'll read a little script and just run with it. Just run with it. They'll turn that into a whole like 2-hour performance. They'll keep their performance up as long as they like this right here. Yo, how much money we got? Okay, we got to, and it's like they got a certain can't even say the word. It's like they got a certain mark they have to reach before they open the doors and let people out in the church. And it's crazy. To them, they think they is like, look, they I mean, yeah, they kind of look crazy in their foolishness. They do, because you gotta think about it. The crazy attire that they be having on. You be having our sisters with the big hats on, and you got the brothers with got brothers with some gaiters on, and that's a hopeless case within itself, because if they really knew about alligator bait, you know, that right there should be out of business. Go ahead.
The sister Raquel said, especially Malachi 3 and 5, just to get your money in their pockets.
Ah, yeah, without a doubt. Let me see what Malachi 3 and 5 talking about. Ah, they'll do anything, anything just to get your money. I mean, anything. No, Cornelius judgment. Yeah, 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 yeah. I read it real quick. Yeah, they would do anything. They would do anything just to get that money, and it's crazy. That's some real crazy work too. But whenever you get Joel chapter 2 and verse 27, you can read that.
Come. This is the book of Job. This is the book of Job 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed.
Yes, you should never be ashamed. Because the Most High said that He is in the midst of us. The Most High is dealing with us. He chose us. And by us being a chosen people, that's why it's like I say, even in the midst of our turmoil and this and that and the third, even in the midst of our foolishness, that we can take a bad situation and make it look good. We still look good in the midst of it. I mean, it's it's sad to see, but once we come to the realization of who we really are, then we really can turn up. That I mean, when you serving the Most High, you doing the thing that is of the Most High, yeah, that's when it's really time to turn up. You don't turn up, oh, talking about for it's your birthday or nothing like that. That's when you serving the Most High, yeah. I mean, you turn all the way up. You turn all the way up, but you have to serve the Most High according to what He said, according to how He said it. And the only way you're gonna get that is here in I should be can and Jimmy Hunter.
That's right.
You're not gonna get that no other way else. You're not gonna get that in Faith Temple, Methodist, Episcopal, Baptist, Lutheran, all these names out of these churches. You're not gonna get that there. You're not. You is not going to get that. You is not gonna get that. And to top it off with some more about how the Most High have chosen us and some of the things that He had, you know, that He had made us to be. Like when you look at First Peter, let me get First Peter chapter 2 and 9. Like, I don't know nothing better than serving the Most High. I don't know nothing better than keeping them high holy days. I don't know nothing better than you growing with your brothers, helping out your sisters, going back and giving to the community. You teaching young brothers what you know, as far as like whether it be showing them things that's in the Bible that it is about us for us. You know, you helping out people in your community. Like that's a plus to me. I mean, it's a real plus to me. And that talking about looking good. Imagine how good that looks. Imagine how good that looks when you can help the elderly. Imagine how good that looks when you can police your own people. Imagine how good that look when you can help people get off drugs, when you could tell a sister when she is wrong and she don't feel no type of way. Or you could tell a brother his wrong and he don't feel no type of way. Imagine how good when you could get the attentive ear of somebody and they can humble themselves long enough to receive what you are telling them what the Most High has said. That looks real good. That looks real good. But some people, some of our people, and when I say some of our people, I'm talking about like the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Some of our people have a way with words. Some of our people know how to reach people. Some of our people just know how to, they got such a humble spirit on them till it'll just have a person to the point like, yo, okay, I got a few minutes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. But missionary children pay alligator shoes. Yeah, you're right. If they could have gotten rid of the alligator shoes. I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna say this here. A lot of pimps have made the alligator shoes stay in existence because when they be having like the little players ball and this and that and third, and they have been kept that business afloat. I don't know. I can't sit and say that have they ever heard about alligator bait, or even if they have, they probably was to the point like, yo, I don't care. I'm out here getting money, but that's crazy. But we're gonna continue with talking about some of the things that makes us the salt of this earth. You can read that whenever you got it.
Okay, this is the book of First Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a particular people.
Peculiar.
Peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who have called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light.
Yes. You see that? This is some of the things that makes us the salt of this earth. A peculiar people, a royal priesthood. This royal priesthood is in the ICP and Commander General Yohana. This holy nation, Israelites, a nation to be separate from all other nations. And when the Most High said that he made us holy, like I say, who knows more than the Most High? And the word holy means separate. Because for you to be holy, that means that you ain't gonna participate and you're not gonna partake in the things that is going on of this world. That's like the Most High said in 1 John 2:15, love not the world nor the things that is of this world. So if the Most High said that, and then he said that you are a holy nation, yo, that goes hand in hand. That goes hand in hand. The Most High is giving us simple instructions. When you look at Proverbs 3:31, it said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Not just look and say, yo, okay, well, man, one or two ain't gonna hurt. No. The Most High said, choose none of his ways. Salaka, none. So when the Most High said that we are a holy nation, he set us apart. He separated us. He has separated us. Like, you shouldn't even want to indulge in that, especially when you know what the Most High is capable of. But you don't have to fear the Lord. You don't fear the Most High. You only call on the Most High when you're in need. Whether bad or good, you should praise him. Whenever you're in need, when something ain't going your way, you call on the Most High. But here it is. You done celebrated every man-made holiday there is. You still out here committing all type of adultery. You out here still being an adulteress. You out here still doing the things that is of this world. And you think just because you don't see the Most High, that don't mean he don't see you. You think just because you tiptoeing at 2 o'clock at night, this and that and third, and then you look over your shoulder, you don't see nobody. That don't mean that you're not being seen. So now you taking away from you being what you were made to be, what you supposed to be. And we do it to ourselves, man. We do it to ourselves. But by you praising the Most High said that, I'm going to take you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Into his marvelous light. And we as a people, we don't even know what the Most High has in store for us. We don't. We don't even know what the Most High has in store for us. But you really have to listen to the Most High. You really have to listen to the Most High. But let me get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16. Yeah, you was right. Rather look good being in the truth. Appears for the world appears that the Most High, like being a part of it. Listen. Yeah, because if the Most High reject you, it's over. It is over.
Right.
But a lot of people let me say this here. A lot of people think that the Most High really be hearing them because this is how lost they are. When you stay indulged in Christianity, they're not going to tell you that the Most High don't hear the prayers of sinners. This is what they tell you in Christianity. The Most High hate the sin, but he loves the sinner. They would tell you that, but they're not going to show you that. And people is not going to say, okay, I hear you, but could you show me that? Like, I want to write this down. They're not going to do that. Because like I say, it sounds good when they hear he hates the sin, but loves the sinner. So you know what that's telling you? In their mind, they like this right here. Oh, okay. Christ did die for my sins. So I still can go out here and do what I... That's what it sounds like. That little voice is inside their head telling them, man, Christ died for my sin. You know, if I do sin, you know, Christ done paid the way for me. And they ain't being taught nothing. They not being taught nothing. They're not being told that sin is transgression of the law. They being told that the law is done away with. So by you hearing that, like, oh, I got to pass. But that's how people think. And I'm talking about God's chosen people that are not in this truth, that are not in this truth. Hey, but you got Deuteronomy, gotta say Deuteronomy 28. When you get that, you can read it.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
Salaki 15.
Slack. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And this is something that was given to us in the laws. Well, instructions that was given to us. Because if you had failed to do the things that was of the Most High, it was going to be repercussion, man. For real, it was going to be repercussion. And all the Most High said, yo, just, you know, like, listen to me. Listen to me. I give you sound doctrine. I give you sound instruction. The Most High said that, I'm kind of paraphrasing when I say this. The Most High said that the law, statutes, and commandments are not grievous, meaning that they are not hard. That they are not hard. You know, in Christianity, they'll tell you that you can't be perfect, which is another lie. Which is another lie. When Christ said, be ye perfect as I am perfect. And that is in the scripture. That is in the scripture. Let me get Deuteronomy. Let me go to chapter 10 and start at verse 12. Well, some of us, we are stiff-necked people. We don't want to listen. We think that doing what's right is like hard, like it's and it's not. It's not. You just have to say to yourself, man, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point in time in life, like, yo, I'm just tired of going through what I've been going through. But you know, that's insanity. Keep going through the same thing you're going through, expecting different results. The only different results is when you really, truly, the only different results you're gonna get, let me say it like this, is getting into the ISUPK and commitment. Like I say, the ISUPK is rehab for those that are in Christianity. But Christianity is a hell of a drug. Staying in Christianity, man, it's taking away your salt. You're not being the salt of the earth. You're just being like a little puppet, like Christianity is controlling you. Let me see. How do you he perfect as the Lord himself is? And I know it's more to the follow law, statutes, and commandments, and not eating shrimp, crab, and pork. Let me see if I'm saying this right. Just give me a simple yes or no. You saying, how do you be perfect as the Lord himself is? And I know it is more to it than follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and not eating shrimp, crab, and pork. Yeah, it's more to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know about the Ten Commandments, but you have 613 lesser commandments. Like, okay, set aside from you eating like pork, crab, shrimp. You're not supposed to be a covetous. Like, you're not supposed to look at your neighbor and want what he or she got. Uh, a woman not supposed to a woman not supposed to be a whore. A man not supposed to be a sodomite. Um, and I'm just naming a few. But all of this, and I have done a class on about being perfect. I have done a class. But that's just that's just some of the few. Like, thou should not kill. Um, like, thou should not bear false witness. Uh, hold on. Let me hit this real quick for you. Like, you should honor your mother and father. Um, like, thou should not steal. Thou should not bear false witness against thy neighbor. All right, I said about the covenant. You know, thou should not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Uh, like the Most High said, you should not have no other gods before me. You should not make no graven image. Like, these are other laws. These are other laws, statutes, and commandments outside of that. Like, you can find that in you can start at Exodus 20, and it'll take you all the way down to 17. You can go in Leviticus. Let me get it right for you. You can start at Leviticus chapter 11. You can start at Leviticus chapter 11, and it'll run you. Let me see. I think Leviticus chapter 11, all the way to 14, I think. Yeah, Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 14. Them is like the lesser laws. But the Ten Commandments was the one I gave you for Exodus 20 and 1 through, I think, 17. So that's how, and it even talks about in the scripture about how you could be perfect even as the Most High. Yeah, go ahead.
That's like, if I may, what she asked, with James 2:14, would that be a good precept?
Let me see. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And I had this precept. I just don't have it wrote down because I got asterisks by it. I got it wrote down on paper, but the sister had asked that.
No, I was saying to that question that she just asked about,
About the shrimp.
how do you,
About the shrimp.
yeah, like how do you be perfect as the Lord? And she know that it's just not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster.
Yeah, that is more to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, would that be considered, would that be a precept to go with what she asked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because by you saying you have faith and you know, you got a belief, but you're not showing it. Like, you know, it's
Saying you say you love me with your mouth, but your heart is far from it.
yes. And I had that written down about being perfect and all that. I do. I just can't really touch on it right now. But I do have that though. But I kind of gave you a little bit to read up on, so you know, you can what I had just told you. But let me think I did tell you to go to another one.
Kind of Deuteronomy 10, 12.
Yeah, you can start. Yeah, yes. Come.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
And go to 13.
Verse 13. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Yes, it is for your good. Because the most I said that is keep my commandments and live. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, the Most High will unalive you. The Most High will unalive you. He will take you up out of here. He will take you up out of here. But the Most High don't require much. And like I said, you can look good doing it. Because for somebody that has a spiritual eye and they seeing you, you know, like it says in the scripture, you are known by your fruits. You are known by your fruits, meaning that you'll be known by the things that you do. Because you would take on a different lifestyle. You would kill, you will unalive that old person, Salaki. You will unalive that old person and put on a new person. And you know, people see it. Salaki, people see it because they'll see that you wasn't the person that you used to be. You ain't doing the things that you used to do. And that within itself, that you're not doing the things that you used to do, now you looking good. You looking better than you ever looked before. I mean, way better than you ever did before. And that's a good thing. Even the most I said it's you know, and it's for that good. It is for that good. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and in the we're gonna stay in King James.
So Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes. And go to give me 12 and 13. I mean, anybody that's within their right mind want to do good. They want to look good, want to feel good. Cause when you start doing good, man, you know what I'm saying? You start feeling better about yourself. Start feeling better about yourself because now you know that the Most High is with you. Now you know that the Most High is with you because you is serving the Most High. Right. What's up?
Sister Raquel said, Salakia, so is how you shed yourself of your old ways, the world, and become new?
Yeah, so this is how you shed yourself all the old ways. Like, yeah, without a doubt. You know, like I said, once you start doing the things that is of the Most High, yes, you shedding yourself of this world. You was letting the things go that you used to do that is of this world. So now you are becoming a new creature. Now you are becoming a new woman because you are in the body of Christ. You are in you ain't what you used to do.
Right.
And you ain't doing what you used to do. And I'm gonna say this here. Uh, and I'm not like trying to say nothing bad about you or nothing like that, because I don't know you. You probably could have been the one that every now and then like eating pork chops. Or you you probably see some dude with a wife beater on and you know what I'm saying, little stuff like that. Little things that we think that is it's not, we don't look at it like we sinning because we are in the world. Yes, that's it would be considered a sin. But once you say to yourself that, hold up, man, this brother got this white beat on, trying to entice a female, this and that, third, you ain't even gonna look at it like that. You ain't even gonna look at it like how you used to, because it don't fade you no more, because now you know better. Now you know that I'm serving the Most High. Man, why I'm eating pork for? For what? The Most High said not to. Plus, you know that this animal wasn't even made to be eaten. You're not gonna participate in nothing like that because, oh man, yo, it tastes good. Yo, I remember. Nah, you're not gonna do that no more, because now your mind is too far gone with the things that is of the Most High. You too busy about serving the Most High. You too caught up with like, yo, how the Most High gonna look at me? How is the Most High gonna look at me? So you're not gonna participate in nothing like that. So that's it within a nutshell. But if you got that, you go ahead and read it.
Kind. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
And women. I'm not adding to that, but the reason I say women, because it's an order. You got God, Christ, man, woman. It's an order. So just as well as this is the whole duty of man, this is also the whole duty of the woman.
Right.
And this is something that, like I said, makes you be in the salt of the earth, because now you is serving the Most High. And by you serving the Most High, other nations will look at you and be like, wow, this nation right here, okay. Now I see why God made them a nation above all other people that is on the face of this earth. But let me get Jeremiah 33. Jeremiah 33 and verse 3.
This is the book of Jeremiah 33 and 3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not.
And you will get that by serving the Most High. You will get that by serving the Most High. When I say you will get that by serving the Most High, like the Most High do things for you that you ain't never seen, never heard of. But you can't have you can't have one foot in this truth and one foot out. You got to be in here wholeheartedly. You got to be in here wholeheartedly. You have to be in here wholeheartedly. Let me get Romans chapter 9 and verse 4. And this right here is like for Israelites being the salt of this earth, this right here is like the whole salt shaker. It's things that is in our history book that it's no getting around it. I mean, it is no getting around it. You can read that whenever you have it.
This is the book of Romans 9 and 24. Even us, whom he
It's like Romans 9 and 4.
Oh, Salah. This is the book of Romans 9-4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises. Verse 5.
Nah, you good. You too. This right here, this verse here, it's a powerful verse. It's a powerful verse. Like it's no everything that is in our book belongs to us. This is what makes us the salt, well, amongst a whole bunch of stuff. But this right here, this is like the whole kit and caboodle. Like that's why I don't know how people can in Christianity come along and say that we grafted in Gentiles this no. It's you know what I'm saying? It's no getting around us. It's no getting around Israelites. Everything in this book belongs to us.
Right.
Everything in this book belongs to us. Everything. The Most High God is not the God of everybody. He is only the God of Israelites. He is in the midst of Israel. He is not dealing with no other nation. He has not dealt so with no other nation. He have not dealt so with no other nation. So, you know, don't let nobody fool you and have you thinking that this and that and the third. This is the ICBK and the Commander Junior home of the truth.
That's right.
This truth been going on since 1969. Don't let no. So you have to bring your questions here. Like here in the ICBK and the Commander Junior we answer all questions. You have to bring your questions here. You have to bring your questions here, and we're gonna show you how the Most High get down. Not what we say. We're gonna show you how the Most High get down. Like it's no, I'm not gonna sit and tell you something and this and that and the third, and not go into and give you the word of the Most High. No, can't do that. Can't. Yes, only His children, Israelites, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. We are God's chosen people. That's why it is a must that we come back and serve Him. Like by you not serving Him, it's like you losing your salt. You can't think that you're gonna make it without the Most High.
Right.
You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not gonna do this thing by yourself. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said it best in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Lean not on thy own understanding in all thy ways. Acknowledge me, and I'll direct and make thy path smooth. So you have to come back and serve the Most High. It's the only way. And once again, man, hey, it's a good day to be black. It's a good day. It's a good day to be black. It's a good time to be black. Cause we coming into our kingdom. Y'all just hold on. Just hold on. We coming into our kingdom. Hey yo, with that being said, I'm gonna give a courtesy salute to my brothers. Yahabashimi Habshabarakathan. To my sisters, Yahweh Shemor Alatham, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. Hey Israel, stay up. Stay up, Israel. Class dismissed.